falls to me to welcome you all to this event. Thank you very much indeed for coming. For those of you who have travelled quite some distance, or for whom it's the first occasion to be in Queen's, a particularly warm welcome. I hope you enjoy your time here. We're very pleased to have you here. My task in opening this event is made easier by the fact that we're at the conjuncture of two notable events. The first of those is that for us in Northern Ireland, we've just celebrated the 15th anniversary of the peace settlement that we had here back in 1998. And there was a great deal of commentary and analysis this day last week on that anniversary. Most of it was positive. We did remind ourselves that we've come a great distance in the last 15 years, but that there was still some way to go. One of the best documents that emerged from that avalanche of commentary was the Northern Ireland Peace Monitoring Report that is produced by the Community Relations Council, which you can see on their website. And it really is a marvellous compendium of information about the progress that has been made or not made in relation to a wide range of areas concerning society here. And really, I'm looking forward to the day when we can all meet in Turkey and be considering a similar report on the progress that's been made in the peace settlement there. Because the other event which we're kind of marking today is, we hope, the beginning or the continuation of the nascent peace process in Turkey itself. And we all are aware of the statement that Abdullah Öcalan, the jailed Kurdish guerrilla leader, made back on the 21st of March on the occasion of the Kurdish New Year, when he called for a ceasefire in the long-running struggle against oppression in Turkey. And there was one phrase in his statement which struck me particularly. It resonated with me, and it was, he said, "The weapons should fall silent. Politics should speak." And I think that actually sums up very well what has happened in Northern Ireland in the last 20 years. A few of us in the room can remember the first IRA ceasefire in 1994 and the jubilation there was, particularly actually in Republican areas of Northern Ireland, on that day of the ceasefire. Now that was 1994, that's almost 20 years ago. And of course the ceasefire broke down after 18 months, and it took some time for further ceasefires to be put in place, and the Good Friday Agreement itself wasn't reached until 1998. So there was a 3 or 4 year gap between the first ceasefire and the peace settlement. And as I've just been saying, we've had to wait a further 15 years for further progress to be made on the peace, and we're not there yet. But the fact is that we are in Northern Ireland in a state where politics speaks. The gun and the bomb no longer speak. And in fact, we're in this ironic situation, pleasantly ironic situation, that to the extent that there is continuing violence, dissident Republican violence for the most part, it cements the peace process. It's the thing which makes our politicians come together and stand together to make sure the peace works and that we don't relapse into a state of violence. And again, I look forward to the day that we can say that about Turkey. So I think this is a happy time to be holding this event. I'm looking forward very much to hearing from the range of experts that we have in the room. We're going to be looking at the current state of play in Turkey on the Kurdish question, at the extent of injustices that still need to be remedied, the progress that has been made or still needs to be made on constitutional reform in Turkey, and at all the elements that need to be put in place for a long-term peaceful solution to the so-called Kurdish question. Now, I'm reluctant to say that this is an occasion, I'm not going to say that this is an occasion on which our friends from Turkey can learn lessons from the Northern Ireland peace process, because all conflicts, all peace processes are different, and it's very unwise to draw direct parallels. A couple of people in the room and myself did spend some time more than a year ago trying to get a large research grant from one of the UK's leading research councils to more or less look at the Northern Irish conflict and the Turkish conflict to see if lessons could be learned. Unfortunately, we didn't get that large grant, and I still think it was a lost opportunity for that research council to gain some kudos for making a very small contribution. So we are having this event, and it's a great opportunity to share views and ideas about how to move forward in Turkey. I need to make a quick safety announcement, which is that in the event of the alarm going off, which is a loud rise and fall sound, please make your way through the doors that have the emergency exits notified. Go down the stairs into the quadrangle and move over to your left. That's the assembly point for safety. I know this might be difficult for some, but could you please turn off your mobile phones? And if you need to use it, can you please just go out into the antechamber there so that no one is disturbed. So again, thank you all very much for coming. I hope you have a great day. I'm now going to hand over to Rachel Killian, who's going to chair this first session.